Hi and welcome to Invincible 50s. This is the video that I've been promising to make for my friends for a while now. They saw me cut a load of weight this year, and they also saw me drop my Christmas weight really quickly. But they also saw me eating chocolate cake and also drinking single malt whiskies throughout my cuts. And they wonder what my secrets are. So, got to tell you, there are no secrets. However, I have this awesome strategy that I've been using for years now for whenever I need to cut weight. Now, this festive season, I hope you ate big because it's been a tough year and frankly, you deserve it. I ate like a champion over Christmas and I easily put on an extra 6 pounds of weight over 3 days of Christmas eating. And that's okay because I expected it. I used my normal strategy to lose the extra weight that I gained within 3 days, and I'm going to share this strategy with you today. If you've woken up today, looked in the mirror and decided enough is enough, then watch the 2 videos that I've made for you because they'll help you get control back over your appetite and your life. Because when you dial in your diet and you can see changes happening like your clothes getting looser or your energy increasing, you start to feel better about your life too. They go hand in hand. It's about being in control rather than being controlled. You're not a slave to your appetite, you are the master. You just need to make that change. The weight loss strategy I use borrows from different dietary systems, and this is because I believe each dietary system has its own benefits, so I just take the best out of each one. I got this idea from Bruce Lee. Bruce developed a fighting system called Jeet Kune Do. Bruce recognised that no one style is best, but they each have their strengths. So he borrowed parts of different styles to develop Jeet Kune Do, which at the time was one of the most complete martial arts. And weight loss is a fight, so it needs a good fighting system. So what we're taking is the best parts from each system, putting it together to make a complete system. If you like this video and you want more videos like it to help you motivate yourself to get results, hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Over 30 years, I've used different weight loss plans to cut weight, such as Atkins, carnivore, keto, and even the potato diet. And honestly, I could never stick with any of them because they're way too restrictive. I don't want to be tied to only eating fats or meat, etc., because I like cake. I've said it, I like cake a lot. I need a diet that allows me to have a nice glass of single malt whiskey at night time if I want it. And if I want a chocolate digestive in the afternoon, I'm going to have that chocolate digestive. I want my plan to fit my lifestyle. I'm not a saint and I never will be, so my diet needs to take this into consideration. Let me know if you feel the same way in the comment section below. Over the next 2 videos, I'm going to explain a weight loss plan that I use to drop weight reasonably quickly and above all, safely. It's my go-to plan and it works every single time. I used it earlier this year to drop 18 pounds and let me explain why. Last year was hell for me and I got real chubby. I was balancing writing my master's degree essays, which meant I was sitting in a chair for over 8 hours a time, and building 2 businesses, including building websites, which meant that I was in a massive state of stress. I was sitting down a lot, I wasn't eating properly, and as a result of my inactivity and my diet, I gained 12 pounds. This year, I decided to cut weight. My first goal was to lose the extra 12 pounds, and then lose an extra 6 pounds, which would take me down to the weight that I was when I was 21 and lean. Now, this extra 6 pounds was a massive challenge because it meant dropping below my body's natural reset weight. And that's the weight that my body fights to stay at. Mine is 75.4 kg, which I've been at for 8 years. It took me 4 months to lose the 18 pounds and get down to 71.5 kilograms. And it could have been much quicker if I'd really restricted my diet, but I didn't want to. I still want to have nice lunches and dinners with my family, and I still want to eat ice cream now and again, and I still want to have a slice of cake because I love cake. And I also want to enjoy a nice glass of whiskey, or 3 now and again. In short, I still want to enjoy my life, and that wouldn't be possible on a highly restrictive diet. So let's get back to losing this Christmas weight. What I'm going to do is explain what I do on day 1 when I've decided I'm going to start cutting weight. And the next video, I'll explain day 2 and 3 to help you achieve your weight loss goals if you want to try the same thing. Day 1, commitment. This is a critical stage. Without commitment, no lose weight diet plan is going to work for you. Now, when I wake up in the morning and I've decided to begin, I need to vocalize a commitment that I'm now starting this phase. And I'll do this by saying, I've eaten really well, it's time to crack on, let's get back to normal, let's begin. What I'm doing here is priming myself for a change. I'm making a mental switch. Now this works for me, it gives me focus and direction. Try it out and tell me if it works for you too. After that, I weigh myself, and this is the beginning baseline. And after that, it's time to help my digestion. So when I wake up on the first day of my plan, I'll start by drinking 750 ml of water with 2 tablespoons of unpasteurized apple cider vinegar. And the reason I'm doing this is that apple cider vinegar helps reduce fasting blood sugar. Waking up, I'll be in a fasted state already, so I'm going to continue fasting through till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now the reason I do this is that over the festive season, I've given my digestive system an enormous workout. And after any big workout, you need to rest and recover. Now your digestive system is exactly the same, so give it a chance to rest and recover. And many people tell me that they can't fast because they get too hungry or they get lightheaded. Of course they can. It's just that they're not used to doing it. Nearly 1 billion people across the planet are starving right now through no choice of their own. We can handle it for 18 hours. It's good to feel hungry now and again. It reminds us how lucky we are to have food anytime we want it. Evacuation. I want to get my stomach moving, and I want all that food that's sitting in my digestive system out. I've enjoyed it, but I don't want it sitting there for so long because it's going to be absorbed into fat cells. It's got to go, and that's a nice way of putting it. You can try a strong black coffee in the morning to achieve this. I use a spoonful of super greens powder and a large mug of hot tea, whatever works for you. But remember, you're staying in a fasted state, so no food. Next, get moving. When my stomach has turned over, I'll add in movement. Now, the most I've moved over the festive season is from the oven to the table to the couch. So now it's time to get up and walk. Start off with an easy 45-minute to 1 hour walk. Walk outside if you can, but if you can't, go to a mall and walk there. If you're in isolation, then you can follow one of my home workouts on and off during the day to add movement. Movement is helping you kickstart your metabolism and start burning calories. It's so important. See if you can move enough to break a sweat. Movement on an empty stomach is also helping you use up all those glucose reserves that you've built up. Remember that Christmas pudding and custard? Remember the chocolates? Remember the port and wine? Lots of glucose reserves just there. Fasted movement will help you deplete these, so get moving. Drink more fluids. Do you wake up after a big meal with a really puffy face looking like a chipmunk? I do. I carry a huge amount of water weight, especially after Christmas. This is because over Christmas you've normally eaten a lot of salty food. Remember that turkey? Packed full of salt. Remember that gravy? Salt. Remember those awesome salted roast potatoes? Remember those buttered vegetables? Salt. Handful of pretzels? Handful of salt. Cheese and crackers? Salt. You'll also be hoarding water if you've been eating a lot of carbohydrates. And over Christmas, of course you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, and so you should. It's Christmas. Carbohydrates cling onto water like a drowning man clings onto a life ring. So let's get rid of this excess water. Now you have to fight excess water with more water. It sounds weird, doesn't it? But to flush it out, you need to drink more liquid, not less. What I find works is drinking 3 litres of non-sweetened lemon tea each day. Black tea is actually more beneficial than just straight water as it provides minerals and also antioxidants. Lemon is awesome. It reduces the risk of constipation, and the acid it contains helps break food down more efficiently so it can leave your digestive system. Now, I don't want to drink straight water because I don't want to flush out all my sodium. That will be really dangerous. Instead, I just want to flush out the excess. Look, between me and you, you're going to pee and poo a lot over the next few days. I'm just putting it out there. Keep it quiet. Let's not mention it again, all right? Now, I like convenience, so making a cup of tea every 20 minutes just doesn't work for me. So instead, what I do is I brew up big jugs of lemon tea, and then I heat it up or add ice depending on how I feel that time. So now you know what's in the cup. It's lemon tea. So drinking this is going to help you reduce your water weight, as we mentioned, but it's also going to help you feel full throughout your day, especially when you're on a fast. There's a reason why it's called breakfast. It actually means break fast. I've been fasting all night. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply extend my fast through to about 4 p.m. I'll break my fast by eating a bowl of steamed broccoli with butter. Yum. Broccoli is awesome. Even Dwayne Johnson loves it and he calls it nature's toothbrush. It's filling, it's nutritious, and it was also brushing all those cheese and crackers out your digestive system. Broccoli rules. Now, I also love my proteins, so I may eat either 6 to 8 egg whites on 2 slices of toast with a little bit of Dijon mustard, beautiful, or I'll have a thick protein smoothie with frozen berries and a frozen banana. These meals make sure that I get some protein during the day, but they also help me feel full. Now, this meal is typically less than 800 calories, but I'm going to feel stuffed. However, because I'm eating it between 4 to 6 p.m, it means that I've still got some time to burn some of it off before I go to bed. So the next step is movement. Now, in the evening, before I settle down to watch Netflix, The Crown, pretty good, I'll go for a walk. And I'll do this on my own or with my family, and that kind of depends. Sometimes they'll moan and groan, in which case I have to go on my own. Sometimes they'll join me, depends if I'm lucky or not. Just 30 minutes is fine. It's really important to add some movement after a meal to aid digestion. And it's always healthy to go to bed without a full stomach, so try and eat as early as possible, whenever possible. And that's day 1 done. I've now reduced my water weight, I've rested my digestive system and reduced my blood sugar level, and I've started exercising. That's not a bad result for one day. Day 2 is easier because you can start eating more of what you want. I'll explain day 2 and 3 for you in the next video, so make sure you look out for it. In the day 2 video, I'm going to let you know my favourite cheat 0-calorie food that's absolutely tasty and guaranteed to make you feel full every single time. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.